Hi guys, welcome back to Kessy's Cuisine, where we satisfy your food cravings with easy and amazing recipes. If you're new to my channel, hello, you're welcome. And if you're old, what's up? Thank you for sticking with us. Today I'm going to be sharing a very nice popular Nigerian recipe or street food, and it is chicken suya. So we are just going to jump right into action, okay? So for the first step, you want to make sure that you wash your chicken properly. And if you notice from the video, I'm using a whole chicken. So you make sure that you wash it. Use a small knife to scrape out all any feather that's left. If you want to cut off the butt, you can. And just make sure you wash your chicken very well. And just for me to go an extra step to wash it properly, I will use a lime slices to give it a proper bath. Okay, so now you want to use a lime to make sure that you wash your chicken very well, just to give it this extra assurance that it is very, very, very clean at the end of the day. So when I was done with that, you want to drain out all the water, excess water. You can use a paper towel, or you can just drain it, like put it in a sieve and allow all the water to drain out of your chicken. When my chicken was draining, it was time for me to mix my spice selection. For this spice selection, I'm just going to be using some seasoning cubes. I'll be using lots of paprika. I'll go in with some hot chili pepper, and I'll be adding some black pepper to this selection. You just want to make sure that you mix it properly. You get a spice selection that is favorable to you, but this was simple and it was very, very efficient. Like, it was really nice at the end of the day. So when you're done with that, you want to make sure that you spice and rub in your chicken thoroughly. Like, be very generous with your spice. Don't be afraid. Remember, it's a whole chicken that you are spicing, so you want to make sure that you spice it very well, because we do not want a situation where your spice is just on top of your chicken. Okay, you want every single bite to be juicy and tasty as possible. So make sure that you rub your chicken very well, and to just give it an extra push of that spice really entering into your chicken. You want to give your chicken like an incision on the front and on the back of your chicken. This is just to make sure that your spice really, really, really enters into your chicken very, very well. Okay, so when you cut your chicken at the back and at the front, make sure to rub that again with spice. Okay, don't forget. If you're still watching up to this point, please give us a thumb up if you like this video. If you want to see more of this kinds of video, or you want to see more Nigerian recipes, give us a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe to our channel. It means a lot to us. So when I was done rubbing my chicken very well with my spice, I will marinate this chicken overnight. Okay, this is just to ensure that everything is really, really, like the spice is really, really into this chicken. So I will marinate my chicken overnight, and then the next morning I decided to add in some garlic powder, because I forgot last time, the previous night. So I seasoned it with some garlic powder, and I'll add in some groundnut oil. Now the groundnut oil is going to help the chicken cook properly, and it's also going to give it a very glossy look. And then again, it's going to enable or ensure that your chicken does not stick to the grilling pan or the grilling rack that you're using. So the groundnut oil is very essential to make sure that your chicken is whole, it doesn't stick, it doesn't peel out, and all of it. And it's also going to give it a very glossy, shiny look at the end of the day. So when I was done rubbing my oil into my chicken, I've already preheated my oven I've already preheated my oven, and it was on 250 degrees. And I just make sure that I rub my baking rack or my grilling rack with some little oil. This was just to make sure that my chicken was not sticking to this rack, because I was like, no way, I'm not going to lose any skin of this chicken. So when I was done, I put my chicken in the oven for about 45 minutes to an hour. Yeah, so when it was about 30 minutes, I came back, and you know those water residues or those juicy things that usually go under like the second rack of your baking pan when you're grilling. I just took all that juice and I poured it back on top of my chicken. This is just I don't know, it's just an extra vibe that I really like. Okay, and you know when you see this abuki in Nigeria, when they say SUYA, they usually pour this garnet around the chicken or this juice back into the chicken. It's just a vibe, sha. So to make sure that the chicken is cooked and done, okay, you need to give your chicken a very deep stab, not violent stab, just stab it a bit and then press it down. Okay, if your chicken is not cooked, there is a juice that will come out of that chicken. If it's not cooked, it's going to be bloody, but if it's cooked, it's just going to be like liquid, like some fluid that will come out. So if you look properly, I'm pressing it down and you just start there's a little bit of juice coming out. But if it is not cooked, it's going to be bloody, because you don't want to serve your guests food and then they have like a bloody bone or something. So this was my chicken when it was ready. So on this day, I was having some guests over, so I decided to cut my chicken into little bits to make sure everybody was having something. You can leave your chicken whole if you want to, but I decided to cut my chicken into tiny bits for my guests. So as you can see from this video, as I'm cutting, like you can see the bones are like, there's no blood, it's not red, it is cooked to the inside. So when I was done cutting, I added some SUYA pepper again, and then I'm going to add that juice that usually go to the second rack or to the second, like that juice that comes out of your grilled chicken. So I added it back to my chicken, and I put this baby in the oven again for about 5 minutes. It's just to ensure that every single thing was not missing the vibe, was not missing the flavor. So when I was done, I added some more SUYA pepper. You want to add your cucumber, your onions, your tomato, and your cabbage, yeah. And this was my chicken SUYA. It was ready. Everybody was happy. It was finger licking. So this is all for this video. Thank you so much for joining us. See you in our next video. Bye.